Saint Roch, patron of plagues. Saint Roch, miracle worker, patron saint of cholera, plague, epidemics, dogs, dog lovers, pilgrims, bachelors, surgeons, and grave diggers, among others. Family, the Lord works in powerful ways. What a time for Saint Roch to come back into our lives than now, when the world is in the midst of an epidemic, the swine flu. Saint Roch is the patron saint of plagues and epidemics, among other things. We were first introduced to Saint Roch in Assisi at the Convent of San Damiano. There is a painting of Saint Roch and the dog. In Italy, he is called Santo Rocco. Saint Rocco is very important to the Italian people, actually to all Europeans as well. We researched him and found that he is a powerful intercessor for many things, as you can see above. We began to pray for his intercession for friends and relatives who had various diseases, like the flu, asthma, respiratory illnesses, and the like. He always came through for us. But as time went on and more saints became part of our lives, Saint Roch was put on the back burner. We stopped praying for his help. Even 2 years ago, when the aviary flu struck, and then again last year, when the swine flu epidemic began, we didn't think to pray for the intercession of Saint Roch. But this last weekend, we held our annual Holy Family Conference here at our mission in Morrilton, Arkansas. Lo and behold, one of our benefactors brought a life-size statue of Saint Roch and placed him smack in the middle of the conference center. Everyone had to pass the statue to get to their seats. Naturally, they wanted to know who he was and what he was about. They wanted to know the history of Saint Roch, and so we went back to our vast archives of reference materials, which we have accumulated over 30 years of research in the saints, and told them the story of Saint Roch. Everybody immediately suggested we pray for the intercession of Saint Roch for our present epidemic, swine flu. And so we did, the whole 3 days of the conference, and we are continuing to pray, and we recommend you do as well. In case you didn't know, we have a great deal of faith in the intercession of the saints for various needs. But I'm sure that having read our books and seen our television programs, you do know. We have been given great power through the intercession of our saints like Saint Anthony, Saint Therese, Saint Joseph of Cupertino, Saint Peregrine, and on. You pray, they deliver. Believe it or not, for those of you who have never heard of Saint Roch or only know him as a name we give to our Italian or French children, he is an extremely powerful intercessor. His miracles have saved entire cities from plague and cholera. He is responsible for many miracles and cures during his lifetime, but he is responsible for even more since his death. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We have to share with you the story of Saint Roch, who he is. He was born in Montpellier, France, which is near Spain, and also not too far from the coast of Italy. He was the son of the governor of Montpellier. His mother was thought to be barren, so to many his very birth was considered miraculous. Another miraculous sign of his birth was he was born with a red cross on his chest.